Good morning, one and all. Welcome to the Python programming workshop. Today, in this session, we will going to discuss while else loop in Python. We will already discuss while loop and for loop. So in Python, there is another one type of loop that is called as while else loop. How it is executed, what is the syntax, and problem statement based on the while else loop we will discuss in this session. So guys, we know while loop. While loop executes the block until a condition is satisfied. When the condition becomes false, what happens? The statement immediately after the loop is executed. The else clause is always executed when your while condition becomes false. Understood? Only executed when while condition becomes false in the while else loop. If you break out of the loop or if the exception is raised, it won't be executed. Means in while else loop, else part does not get executed when the break statement inside the while loop is executed or exception is arised. Understood? Okay, so let's take one example. While I is equal to I less than 4, I first initialize I is equal to 1. Okay, so I plus equal to is equal to 1, print I, and else. This is while else. This is a total one loop. Then else you can write any statement. But here in the while loop there is no exception occurs as well as there is no break statement. That's why else part is always executed. So no break statement in the while loop and condition becomes false. Yes. Because if I is incremented and I becomes 4 less than 4, condition false, and obviously condition false, while loop get terminated and cursor goes to the else part and else body get executed. So let's check it on your IDE. So take new Python file, give the name as a WK. Okay, so just write the code here. So what is the code? I is equal to initially 1, then while loop, what is the condition? I less than 5 suppose, and if it is print, what we have to print? We have to print value of I. Great guys. If there is no break, else is a part of while else, it is a total loop. Suppose inside else loop print hello. So here hello is executed or not? We know in the previous while loop there is no break statement and exception occurs. That means automatically condition becomes false, then condition becomes false, else get executed. But one thing is there, we will not increment I. So guys, if you not increment I, then what happen? Automatically it goes to the infinite loop. Okay, just check it. Okay, yes, it goes to the infinite loop, so stop it. Okay, so what we required to write I is equal to I plus 1. Great guys. Now yes, now condition is false. When condition is false, when I becomes 5 less than 5, condition false. So 1 2 3 4 is printed and then print hello, means else part get executed. So just check how it works. So take 3 as a value, so iterations are less. So debug. So debugger will start. Yes, debugger will start. Initial value of I is equal to 1. Now step in. So print I, console, 1 get printed. Next I is 2, so print 2. Then again I becomes 3, then automatically, if condition 3 less than 3, condition false. If while condition is false, its else part get automatically executed and it prints hello on the console. Great. Guys, I think you understood. I hope you understood this concept, while else loop. So move forward. Great. So while else loop in Python, we can take another example. Okay. So if break is there, then automatically else part does not get executed. Or exception is there in the while loop, then automatically cursor goes out of from while else loop, not else part get executed. Remember, if break statement is executed, then else part does not get executed. If exception is there in the while else loop, then also else part does not get executed. Okay guys, check whether it works properly or not through our IDE. Remove that toggle breakpoint. Now what we have to do, we have to just write break statement. Great. If break statement is there, then what happens? If I is equal to 1, condition true, then print I, that is 1, get displayed on the console, then I is incremented by 2 and break statement executed. As break statement is executed, no else part get displayed. So let's check it. Run the program. So what is the output? Only 1. Print hello does not get executed. So just debug it. You also debug. Wait for some time for debugger will start. Then debugger will start. Now step in means F7. Then what happens? I is equal to 2. I get print on I, value of I get printed on the console, that is 1. Then break is executed. So as soon as break is executed, cursor goes out of this while else loop. Else part does not get displayed or print on the console. Understood? Okay, let's check. After while else loop, give some message. Print some message. What is the message? Exit. And check once again. So debug it again. So wait for some time for debugger will start on the console. What is the output? 1 get displayed. Now debugger stop at this line, toggle breakpoints line. You want to now step into, so break get executed. As soon as break executed, that while else loop get terminated. Else part does not get executed. After while else, which statement is there? Print exit. So exit is get displayed on the console. Till not print statement get executed, so there is no output on the console. But as soon as F7 executed, message is displayed. Exit. Guys, I think you know this concept. I hope you are enjoying and watching this video. If you have any problem, let me know and write the query in comment box or chat window. Okay, so let's move on. Clear the concept. If the break statement is there or exception in the while, then else part does not get executed. Great. This concept is used for number of problem statement where we use logical flag setting method, and this we can remove that flag setting and use just while else loop. It works similarly. Guys, remove this toggle point and move to the next point in while else loop. So we want to check new program. Enter the any number and find whether the given number is prime or not using while else loop. Previously we know what is prime number. Prime number is the number which is only divisible by itself and 1. But only that keyword we cannot translate directly into language. That's why we just say this definition in different way. That is, prime number is the number when we divide that number from 2 to number minus 1, then it gives you does not gives you any reminder, that is 0. That is any number not divisible by that number from 2 to number minus 1. So we know that prime numbers definition. So how you can execute using while else loop and remove the flag part. Okay, so take the number from the user, then initialize I is equal to 2, I less than equal to num minus 1. What is the use of I variable? I variable is used for divide that number from 2 to number minus 1. If it is equal to 0, then what happens? Print number is not prime number. If write break, so why you want to give break? Because if 9 number is divided by 3, then why to divide it by 4 5? No need. So use break statement. We will already seen that part. Next, I is equal to I plus 1. That means increment I, because if we want to divide by 2, then divide by 3 4, so increment I by 1. Else, while else, in else part, if this break statement does not get executed, then automatically else part is executed, and what is the message? Number is prime. That means if number is not prime, then if body is executed and break is automatically executed. If break is executed, else part is not executed. But if not executed, then condition becomes false, and if condition becomes false, that means that number is a prime number, because that number is not divisible by from 2 to number minus 1. Great guys, we will see that part on ID also. So just okay, so this is the code. Take the input from the user in num variable, then check the condition, divide that number num from a variable I, and what is the range of I? From 2 to number minus 1. If it is not equal, it is 0. If it is 0, then obviously that number is a not prime number. Okay, that number is a not prime number. Yes, great. Increment I every time, otherwise it gives you some different results. Okay, I will show you. And else, if this body of if does not get executed, that means break does not get executed, and if break does not get executed, that means obviously that number is what? Number is a prime number. Great guys, so there no need to use flag setting method. We remove that flag setting method and we use while else loop. Great. If any condition is not satisfied, then automatically else part get executed. Okay, so let's check it whether it works or not. Take any number, suppose 22. 22 is a not prime number. So what is the output? Not prime number. Yes, great. Okay, so we know 7 is a prime number. So what is the output? 7 is a prime number. Okay, I hope you understand, guys. This is a very good concept in the Python language, while else loop. Understood the meaning? I will summarize that. If while loop, in the body of while loop, break statement get executed, then else part does not get executed. If in the while loop, break statement does not get executed, or there is no exception occurs in the body of while loop, then else part is automatically get executed. Okay, understood? Just I will show you one point. If I is not incremented, what happens, guys? Just check. Number is 22. So what is the output? 22 is not a prime number. Yes, it works because it is 2, but it does not works for others. Like if number is 7, what happens? If 7, okay, 7 mod of 2, first time it worked. Oh yes, it does not incremented, so it gives you infinite loops. It is goes under the infinite loop, so break it. Understood, guys? It continuously goes to the infinite loop. I will show it by using debugging. Okay, just debug. Wait for some time to start debugger. Okay, debugger is connected. PyDev is a debugger for the Python. Then enter number 7. Okay, so after 7 press enter, so debugging occurs. Okay, so step 7. So what happens? It is inside the loop, an infinite loop, because I is not incremented. So each and every statement in this logical problem statement is important. So stop the debugging, okay, and remove this I is equal to I plus 1, then run it. Now check whether 7 is a prime or not. 7 is a prime. Great guys, hope you enjoying watching these videos. Okay, so thank you all, and have a great day. Thank you for watching my videos.